Welcome to JMO with Josh and Joe. It is Tuesday, May 3rd. It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May.
Joe, I got something to say.
What's that?
The Saints are going to the fucking Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah?
The Saints are going to the Super Bowl, and here's why.
Okay.
I don't give two fucks if the whatever experts at ESPN or whatever gave us the worst grade. I think it was the worst grade, right? We had a C. I think one other team had a C minus.
It was like ESPN, Bleacher Report, PFF. Like,
dude, they fucking hated us.
Way too many.
Well, guess what? There's more to winning football games and Super Bowls than the draft. We got my man Tyrann Mathieu, the fucking honey badger,
who takes what he wants.
He takes what he wants, which is Super Bowls.
Yes.
That's the Kansas City Chiefs, baby. Oh man, I'm so fucking pumped. Jameis Winston's gonna be the MVP. We're going to the ship, boy.
Oh yeah. You can't say that Jameis Winston is dumb anymore. Did you not see over this past weekend?
What did he do?
He just got his degree.
What?
At Florida State.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. Interesting.
So you cannot call him dumb anymore.
What did he get his degree in? If it's liberal arts, then yeah, we can still call him dumb.
Oh, I don't know, actually.
We'll call it engineering.
That sealed it for me. The degree part sealed it to me. Honestly, I was just more shocked at that part. That part.
Jameis Winston is an engineer.
Yes, he's an engineer.
Yeah. So, anyways, all right. Well, we had the draft. This is it was probably one of the crazier drafts. At least the first round was that we've ever experienced, right?
Yeah.
It was insane. We had more trades than we've ever seen in the first round. Defensive players galore.
Yeah.
Turns out there's a reason why Georgia was so fucking good last year. So yeah, let's get right down to it. We're gonna talk about the NFL draft, then we'll do our on this day in sports history, do a little basketball talk, and then I think by the time we get done with that, we should be able to send y'all on your way. We might get to a little extra sports news, but Joe, please take it away. You have your draft recap.
Yeah, I guess I'm the draft expert. You know, I'll take on that Mel Kiper role. Yeah, you know, hopefully maybe not the hair, but
no, you're gonna be more like the Todd McShay because Todd McShay is a little better looking.
Okay, yeah. I'll take Todd McShay.
Todd, you're just gonna be better Todd McShay.
Yeah,
in every way.
As iconic as Mel Kiper, but looks like Todd McShay.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. No, I like that. That's better.
So, yeah. No, we had a crazy draft.
Yes.
I mean, as you stated before in the intro, man, it was nuts. Like, we had quite a bit. No, I mean, what was it? It was a record for trades. There were 9 trades in the first round.
9 trades, yeah.
Yeah. So, basically, like, I guess teams are just falling in love with a certain player, and then they're sticking with that, and they're just going to get them whatever. Doesn't matter what they're going to give up for them. Doesn't care. They don't care for the rest of the draft. They just,
Honestly, like the LA Rams are showing, the draft picks don't really matter. But in my opinion, I think the first 3 rounds matter. So you can get rid of, like, let's say you have 100 fourth round draft picks. You can trade 100 fourth round draft picks for a couple of first round draft picks, in my opinion. Now, granted, everybody and their grandmother is going to be like, what about Brady? What about Favre? You know how many fucking sick people were drafted in the 6th round that didn't turn into Brady or Favre? Please, show me.
Yeah, you got a good point on that part, especially on the latter part of it. But I don't know. I think you can develop a lot of and build a team, build a good foundation through the draft. I think you can kind of piece the puzzles together.
I agree
with the free agency, but yeah, no, LA has definitely changed the game in the sense of trying to buy your players to the ship. But we'll stick into the draft. Let's see. Basically, we started off with basically what I projected. Travon Walker.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Travon Walker starting off as number 1, but
let's
also
credit.
Something else I projected.
Let's give credit where credit's due here.
Yes.
You said there was not going to be a quarterback drafted in the top 15.
I said that.
Right?
I said that.
We have video evidence, concrete evidence of you saying that, and that was, for me, that was the take of the year so far.
On the first episode of this podcast, once we got listed on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
That is the episode I said I didn't think there was going to be a quarterback taken in the first 15 picks.
Yeah, and our good friend Chris, he disagreed with you a little bit because, I mean, in fairness to him, that's a bold take.
It is.
It doesn't happen very often.
Especially in today's society, when today's NFL, like, everything's all quarterback-centric.
Yeah. Jeez. How much did that suck for, like, Malik Willis and all those other quarterbacks that weren't drafted in the first round? Like, fuck, man.
I know.
And they didn't get drafted till, like, way late.
I mean, what was it? It wasn't until the third round.
Right.
Which really shows how they viewed the quarterbacks this year.
And Sam Howell wasn't even till the fourth.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, sheesh.
Yeah.
That's tough.
So, but, yeah. So then Aiden went second.
Yep.
Aiden Hutchinson. Yep. So the 1-2 I got right, and then everything else kind of just fell apart whenever Derek Stingley got picked by Houston.
Yeah, nobody saw that coming.
Nobody saw it coming, but...
Go fucking Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go fucking Tigers. Let's go. They understand we produce raw fucking talent, and you know what? I think that it was deserved. It was deserved because, like I've said it a couple of times. I think he was milking an injury. I don't think he was actually injured. I think he actually is as good as he was his freshman year. He may have suffered a minor injury, but they called it a major injury, and then he just kind of didn't play. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what a lot of players are doing nowadays. Like, they're not risking getting injured by playing at the college level. They're kind of they want to do the one and done like the NBA, and then this is their way of doing it.
This is their way of sidetracking it.
Yeah, you go into college for 1 year, and then we're gonna play hurt, so that we don't have to take a chance of getting injured, which is smart.
It is smart in a way, and especially if you're not content on where your playing situation, especially with all the kind of turmoil with the coaching staff at LSU. Yeah. So, but I mean, the thing is if you just cut out or crop out his freshman year, I mean, you have basically your next lockdown cornerback.
Yeah, your next Champ Bailey.
His tape his freshman year was unbelievable.
Like nobody could throw. People just stopped throwing his way. Like it's like a Darrelle Revis.
Well, but the thing was they had to throw his way because on the other side they had gosh, I can't even think of his name. Tre'Davious White? No, not Tre'Davious White.
Tre'Davious White was later, but
later. They had the other good cornerback. It'll come back.
It'll come back.
But yeah. So yeah, we started off with that, and then basically New Orleans is the one that kicked it off. New Orleans kicked off the trades.
That is true.
They were the first. They were the first to trade, and basically traded their 16th, third round pick, fourth round pick to move up to 11th. And I know I could say this, and probably you could say the same. We were freaking out.
I was scared shitless because I was like, oh my god, they just drafted up to they traded up to draft Malik Willis. They traded up to, dude, fuck Malik Willis, man. I'm not really mad at him, but apparently Ryan Tannehill does.
Tannehill's got some beef.
Tannehill's got some beef. It don't matter because I'm a fucking vegetarian and I ain't fucking scared of him. Anyways, so like. I got really, really angry at Malik Willis for no fault of his own. Actually, I should have been mad at the Saints. But it all worked out because it was Chris Olave. But, man, I think I might have been the only one that thought that maybe there shouldn't have been any quarterbacks drafted. But I think Kenny Pickett at the Steelers was good. I think that was fine.
It just seemed too fitting.
I did not want Malik Willis at all.
No.
At all.
No, and I was so scared. I was so scared that was going to happen, but I think Chris Olave was a great pick.
Yes. Dude, I think he's the best route runner in the draft.
Definitely was the best route runner. But I wish we didn't have to give up our third and fourth round to get him. I wish we could have maybe kept one of those picks.
Well, we had a third rounder, I think. We had a third round pick.
We did have an extra third round.
Right.
I wish we would have been able to just give up a first and a third.
Right.
That would have been fine because we still would have our third and then maybe another. Yeah. But you know what? The Saints were thinking that, hey, we don't have that many holes to fill that on our team.
That's what she said. That's what she said. Oh, by the way, I figured out that it's Kelvin Joseph. Right? The other cornerback. I mean, we had Grant Delpit.
He transferred over to Kentucky. The one for the 2019 national championship team.
Yeah, we had Grant Delpit. We had Jacoby Stevens, who was a safety, and Derek Stingley, Kelvin Joseph. Yeah.
Maybe it was Kelvin Joseph.
I think it's Kelvin Joseph. Kelvin Joseph may have transferred after.
It might have been after.
But anyways, I digress.
So, yeah. So that's kicked off all the trades. And then right after, bam, bam, Detroit moves up again and picks up Jameson Williams out of Alabama.
Which is a phenomenal pick. He's going to get hurt every other year, but on paper, he's one of the better. He's definitely one of the fastest, if not the fastest receiver. Like in-game speed. I'm not talking about combine speed. I'm talking in-game speed.
In-game speed, yeah. No, he's definitely can take the top over the defense. But yeah. Did you know Ohio State was using bragging rights on that as far as 3 former Ohio State players back to back to back?
Oh, because he used to play at, fuck Ohio State. No, fuck Ohio State. You can suck my dick. Are you kidding me? No, yeah, they're just like they're trying to claim Joe Burrow. No, get the fuck out of here. We made Joe Burrow. You can't claim Joe. I don't give a fuck if he was born in Ohio. I don't care if your dumbasses released him or fucking let him go. You didn't start him. No. You're the fucking dumbasses. No, that's... You didn't get 3 receivers in a row, Ohio State. That was Ohio State, Alabama. You could suck my dick. Fuck.
Oh, man.
The Ohio State fans, man, they're almost as bad as Alabama fans, dude. It's like Alabama fans, and then a close second is those fucking Ohio State fans, dude.
Those guys up north.
Dude, they just got like... It just gets cold, really cold, and they get miserable, so they got to shit on everyone else and just be super fucking obnoxious.
Well, I'll tell you what, they are pretty good at their football. I will say that.
Yeah, they are. I'm not. And here's the thing. I sound like a hypocrite because Saints draft like 90% Ohio State players, and I'm okay with it once they put on the Saints jersey.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Once they put on the jersey, yeah.
Like the Malcolm Jenkins,
You just have to get them out of that Ohio State environment.
Yeah, dude.
Got to get them out of Columbus.
Yeah, Urban Meyer just started a culture of just fucking losers.
Well, he kind of does that anywhere he goes.
Yeah. Puts fingers in girls' booty hole.
But he calls it winners.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, we keep digressing.
I know, we keep digressing. Let's say... what's the other thing that popped up? It seems like every time the Ravens draft a safety in the first or second or third round, it's the second coming of Ed Reed.
Yes, they think it's like, oh yeah, this is gonna be Ed Reed Jr. Ed Reed Jr. Ed Reed Jr. Yeah. Nah, dude. Nope. There's only one Ed Reed.
There's only one Ed Reed, but they did draft Kyle Hampton, and then let me see. Or
Kyle Hamilton out of
Hamilton, yeah, Hamilton. I messed that up.
He dropped a little bit. Like he was supposed to go early first round, and he dropped to a little bit more than I think people were thinking.
I don't think he's got the talent that people were saying that. Not taking anything away from him as a ball player. I don't think he has the talent. I think his ceiling's a little bit lower than people expect. And when you wanted somebody in the first round, you want somebody with a little high ceiling. But technically, he is sound. He is a great ball player, disciplined. That's the way Brian Kelly's always run his program. So, you're going to get a good guy out of him. But I didn't think he was the most talented safety. He didn't blow you off the charts like a Ed Reed, Eric Berry type of guy.
Right. But, I mean, the Baltimore Ravens always end up having a sound. Their defense, they're literally all they're going to do is run the ball and play great defense this year. They're just not. They're just never going to throw the ball.
Yeah, I mean, who are they going to throw it to?
And Lamar Jackson, 120 yards was what he threw quite a few games last year.
Speaking of which, can we do can we actually transition right into that?
Yeah, let's go.
As far as the first round pick that Arizona traded away for Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, holy shit, right?
Yeah, dude, I remember seeing that and being like, what the fuck?
Well, apparently they had some inside information on Mr. Hopkins.
Yeah, so looking back at it now, you can kind of say yeah, all right, now I can kind of see why they did it. But,
I see.
But during the draft, I'm just thinking to myself how many fucking weapons do you need?
Yeah. Oh, Cliff Kingsbury. No, it's the verbal meme. It's the verbal meme with the guy from Star Wars, right?
Oh, Kylo Ren. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he's like, more.
Yeah. No, everybody's like, okay, so we got the GM's like, okay, Cliff, we got enough receivers, right? He's like, more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, and then they even drafted the best tight end in the draft this year, and they still have Max Johnson and Zach Ertz. like
fuck.
I mean, geez, peace. How many weapons do you really need? Like at this point, you probably have to start blaming Kyler Murray if he can't make that work.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Actually, you probably blame Cliff Kingsbury because it's like at a certain point you got all this talent.
Right. And you must go to the Super Bowl. You must.
You have to.
You have to.
Were you doing like a little Star Wars
I was trying
reference?
to do a Star Wars
yeah,
accent.
like Evil Empire. I like it.
It didn't work.
Well, I noticed it, but it just took a second.
All right, cool. Yeah. Accents are not my thing. I like dressing up in costumes.
Oh, costumes.
Big costume guy.
Oh yeah. We've shown that.
Yes.
We've shown that before. But a little side note, I think all athletes named Zion are automatically going to be elite.
Elite or injured?
Elite.
Okay,
because we had a Zion Johnson, offensive guard, just got drafted to the Chargers.
Okay,
well, and I don't know. Good. I like that as a name as an athlete.
Zion Johnson is like the greatest Johnson. He's got like the biggest dick.
I wasn't really picturing dicks.
You weren't going that?
I was not picturing dicks, but I was thinking more of the Greek god.
Okay, well, all right, cool. Yeah, we'll switch lanes. We'll go that way.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Anyways, let's.
Hey, to each his own. Tomato.
Tomato.
Yeah. Fuck it.
So, and then, I guess transitioning from the Cardinals trade for a wide receiver, Tennessee trades their wide receiver to Philadelphia, to AJ Brown, and then in turn drafts AJ Brown 2.0.
Yeah, they just drafted AJ Brown Jr.
Yeah,
which I mean, good for the Titans. Like they literally just they didn't have to pay AJ Brown, and then they signed AJ. They're about to sign AJ Brown for way cheaper than they would have signed AJ Brown.
Yeah, so I mean,
well done, Titans. Well done. Except now y'all have a quarterback controversy, so have fun with that.
You got a pissed off quarterback. Which actually might they might want like the Aaron Rodgers effect. You know, when they drafted Bryce Love, which we'll get to Jordan Love.
Jordan Love, that's it.
But I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Which we'll get to the Packers draft here in a bit, which is so funny. They might be turning that. Just like, hey, we drafted Jordan Love, Aaron, what do you think of that? And then he gets pissed off and gets 2 MVPs in a row.
I mean,
you
got a point.
The Titans are one quarterback away from. Well, yeah. Last year they were one great quarterback away from winning a Super Bowl. I really do think Tannehill was the reason they didn't win. It's a hot take. I get it, but I don't know.
No, it's a good take. It's a good take. I think a lot of people think that as well. All right, I guess moving on. We'll go right to the Kenny Pickett, first quarterback taken in the draft, number 20.
Yep.
Did you see? We might have another situation of the Russell Wilson girlfriend, or the girlfriend getting way more excited than the actual quarterback getting taken.
Yeah.
She better watch out. She didn't
watch out.
Yeah, if she didn't see Russell Wilson before and his previous girlfriend, she better watch out and not get too excited. It's not over yet.
Right. The girlfriends need to they need to pay attention. If there's no ring on the finger, don't think you're gonna just get a free ride in there. It doesn't happen that way.
Yeah.
We do need another CD Deuce girlfriend. Do you remember CD Deuce and his girlfriend?
Ooh, no, run that through me.
Okay, so
with me again.
CD Deuce gets drafted, or then they pan over to him, and the camera's on CD Deuce. He's all blinged out, classic CD Deuce.
Yep.
And his girlfriend, his phone, I guess he had 2 phones. He's a drug dealer or something, but one of his phones is on his lap, and his girlfriend just goes and grabs the phone off of his lap, and starts looking at it. CD Deuce snatches the phone.
Oh, CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, I'm thinking CD. Oh, okay.
You
yeah,
were saying, yeah.
Okay, so I was saying the wrong name the whole
It's
time.
all good. It's
but
all
anyway,
good.
CD Lamb snatches the phone from her, and is just like, no. And she just like sits there like awkwardly.
Right?
I need another CD Lamb.
I needed a CD Lamb.
Yeah. But that was pretty funny. He was bling the fuck out.
Oh,
chains and everything.
Dude, no, he was on the yacht.
Mm-hmm.
It was on, what was it? It wasn't Jerry Jones' yacht because he hadn't been drafted yet. But no, yeah. So yeah, he was all blinged out, like he ready to go. He knew he was getting drafted first round. But and then I guess moving on now to Green Bay starts drafting at this point and drafts 2 positions in the first round, both defense. after trading away Devontae Adams.
You know, I saw a stat.
What's that?
It's Green Bay has not drafted a running back, a tight end, or a wide receiver in the first round in the last 20 years.
Jeez, Pete.
What do they got against first round talent? Like, first round offensive talent is a good thing. Like Green Bay, you know, might want to test it out. It's pretty cool.
You can actually get some good talent.
Yeah. Like there's a reason why a lot of money gets thrown around in the first round. It'd be really cool. Like, okay, so like, you know how it was funny for a while, like, Green Bay didn't draft a weapon for Rodgers in the first round. It was funny, and then it got serious. It's like, okay, well, fuck, man, what? Do y'all not want Aaron Rodgers around anymore? And it was like, and they just kept going, and now it's funny again.
Right?
It came full circle again. It's hilarious. It's just like, how far is Green Bay gonna go now?
Yeah. I mean, I will say this. Actually, Green Bay did draft accordingly to this year's draft. Like, obviously, there was a deep wide receiver group. So, you know, you could actually get some good talent in the later rounds. And you didn't have to, like, get talent just immediately. And, you know, the defensive players went first. So you had to make sure you got those scooped up before it got replenished. And I mean, they did a good draft in that sense, but at the same time, like, I don't know, you got to see your team's needs in a sense, especially after you trade away your best wide receiver.
Right.
I don't know. I don't get it.
No, you're absolutely correct. It's just, like I said, I laughed. Whenever they did that, I thought of our buddy Joey Irvin, and he's a big Packers fan. It made me laugh. And I also, which was also nice because, like, at that point, I was already happy with the Saints draft. So, boom.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. Moving on. New England had some strange picks, but
what are you talking about? They had the most New England pick in New England history.
Well, that was a little play on words since
Gotcha.
they drafted Cole Strange in the first pick.
Yeah. No, it was. Yeah. You're right.
But you know what was funny? What was really funny was Bill Belichick's quote after that, because he got asked and he was like, "Yeah, Cole Strange wouldn't have lasted much longer," and like people had him projected in the 3rd round.
Bro, they were getting ready for him in the 4th round.
Yeah.
What do you mean he wasn't gonna last any longer?
So there is everybody else's mock draft and big board, and then there's Bill Belichick's.
And Bill Belichick's mock draft, in his head, that's the way it's gonna go.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter how many years he's coached in the league, how many drafts he's seen. That's the way it's gonna go. And I mean, it's worked, I guess.
I mean, he's got his reputation.
What if Cole Strange ends up being the best offensive lineman in the league for like the next 10 years?
At this point, you know
what?
It
wouldn't be surprising.
It wouldn't be surprising.
No.
It would not be surprising. I will say this, though. I kind of did like a lot of his other draft picks. So
yeah?
He picked up Tyquan Thornton, which as I mentioned in last episode, was the fastest player or fastest wide receiver in the draft.
Right.
Out of Baylor. He ended up picking up Bailey Zapp, the quarterback out of Western Kentucky.
Why?
Backup for Mac Jones.
Okay.
He always likes good backups, and he wants somebody that he's a big backup guy. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Right. He always drafted
Brian Hoyer
backups behind Tom Brady. Matt Castle.
Matt Castle. Yes,
Yeah.
He's a big backup guy.
Likes the backup quarterback. Okay.
So, and then he got Pierre Strong, who I was very high on out of San Diego State.
I like Pierre Strong. Pierre's a great name for he's a running back, right?
Yes, running back.
He's a great name for a running back.
Absolutely. And then the thing is actually he has the same exact style as a James White. You can catch out of the backfield.
Really?
Yes. Oh, yeah. And then they actually did draft another running back, Kevin Harris, out of South Carolina, which I thought was a little bit strange since they basically still have Rondé Stevenson, Damian Harris, James White, and J.J. Taylor on the team. So there's like, I guess he likes a stable. Likes a stable of backs.
What round did he get him in?
It's like I think it was the 5th or 6th.
Okay, see, he wouldn't have lasted any longer than that.
He wouldn't have lasted.
he wouldn't have lasted. So that's why he grabbed him, because he in Bill Belichick's mock draft, he wouldn't have lasted.
He wouldn't have lasted any longer.
So that's why he got him.
It was the best talent at that time.
Right. Yeah, and you got to go with the best talent at that time.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. No, I don't know. I liked a little bit, or the last bit of his draft. I think most mock grades gave him an F. But
no, they were the C-, because there was like all A's, B's, and C's, and then like one C-. I think
one C-.
I think that was the lowest grade. I believe it went to the Patriots.
Okay.
I don't know. I love the draft grades because, like, the 2012 draft grades of the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? That was the Russell Wilson one, and they were like, this has been the worst draft of all time, and it ends up, that draft was the reason why they won a Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's why I don't ever look at them. I look at Joe's draft.
I got
Joe's draft grades.
I've got the draft grades.
Dude, honestly, I look at your mock draft more. I look at your mock draft. I think you may have gotten more right than Todd McShay.
I mean, hey, I just do what I need. Needs to be done.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna post Todd McShay's mock draft next to your mock draft, next to Mel Kiper's mock draft, and we're gonna see how you match up to them.
All right, fair enough.
I like your chances. I think you're gonna get it.
Let's do it.
Because they all had fucking Malik Willis going number 6. And you were like, no, fuck that.
True.
Like, did you have Malik Willis going?
I did have actually Malik Willis. When I did my mock draft, I don't know. I guess I was thinking that I should have stayed strong.
Should have stayed strong with your take.
Should have stayed strong. But I did think that Carolina was going to panic mode, because, well, honestly, I was thinking in more the view of Matt Rule rather than the general manager. Matt Rule would have...
Matt Rule was like, let's get him, and the general manager was like, not so fast.
Yeah.
Pull the Lee Corso.
Yeah.
Not so fast.
I'm sure they did want to get him at 6, and then they didn't, and then just saw how far they dropped.
Dude, they had a party after how far he dropped.
Oh, yes.
They were like, yeah, no, we made the right decision.
Well, because they end up picking up Matt Corral later in the 3rd round.
Right.
So they end up getting themselves a quarterback, kind of almost of the same caliber.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I honestly don't mind Matt Corral. I don't mind Matt Corral at all.
He's got swagger.
He does have swagger.
He's got swagger.
But anyways.
All right. Well, that was it from the 1st round, and then I've got some great picks or great fits is what I meant to say.
Ooh,
but
great fits.
Great fits from the other day's picks. So Sky Moore end up falling over to Kansas City, which just seems way too much like a Tyreek Hill replacement.
Yeah, I think so. Right.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the guy's 5'10". He's blazing speed. And he had 26 broken tackles last season for what was it? Western Michigan, something like that.
It was somewhere in the Western,
Hemisphere.
Western Hemisphere, but probably in the middle of America.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, so he basically a replica of Tyreek Hill.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
And he just kind of fell to him, which was kind of surprising.
Really?
Yeah, because he was actually projected a 1st rounder, like late 1st rounder, but ended up falling late into the 2nd round. And then another one, I've been keeping an eye. I mean, if you listen to the show, you know that I've been talking about Jalen Tolbert for quite some time out of South Alabama. Not only because he's from my alumni school, but but also he's actually big time talent. And honestly, I think he's got a good fit at Dallas. I hate to say it because I hate Dallas, but
well, I mean, they got rid of Amari Cooper, right? So they
got rid of Amari Cooper. Got CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup. They need some. I think they got rid of Marquez Wilson. I meant to look that up before I started this, but I think they got.
Okay, well, no, they got rid of him.
Or Cedric Wilson, one of those two.
They got rid of both of them.
One of the two they actually got rid of, but yeah, that he fits right in there, right into that spot, and I think he's gonna produce.
Cool. Yeah, no, he got. We'll just say that Dallas got rid of both of them.
Yeah,
I like that better.
And then one of our fun names, Bernhard Rainman. Mm-hmm. Bernhard Rainman got drafted by Indianapolis.
Yep.
So basically, they're rebuilding back that offensive line, which has Quentin Nelson, which is going to be, and Ryan Kelly at center. So
they drafted a Rain Man guy. They needed a big brain.
Big brain. So I think he's going to excel well over there. Dude, getting QBs in the third round. How valuable is that?
Awesome.
I mean, those are Russell Wilsons all over again, and that's, I don't know. I thought that was perfect for the QBs to go. In this draft class, you don't put too much value into them.
I agree.
And all three of them are going to go into a low pressure situation now.
Okay, I agree. What do you think about Malik Willis and the Ryan Tannehill comments?
The fact that he said he's not going to mentor him?
Yeah, he's like, I'm not going to mentor him. If he learns anything from me, that's good. He learns something from me.
I mean, the thing is, he's not wrong.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's not his job to mentor him.
No, the quarterbacks, they choose to do that. Also, Ryan Tannehill and Malik Willis are two completely different quarterbacks.
Yeah.
If I were Malik Willis and Ryan Tannehill said that, I would be like, thank you. I would just be sitting there listening to you, trying to go in one ear, out the other. Not like, it's like, whenever you go to that, or you're talking to somebody and you're just like, damn, that's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. And you're on your like eighth, damn, that's crazy. That's what Malik Willis would have been like to Ryan Tannehill. He'd be like, damn, dude, that's crazy. Oh, really? You're supposed to throw there? No, I'm going to run, because I have legs.
Right? Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like that's what they pay the coaches for.
Right.
So, like, yeah. And the thing is these quarterback coaches, too, that are supposed to be personal mentor, to the quarterbacks.
You have a quarterback's coach.
Yeah, exactly.
Their job is the quarterback's coach.
So, like, yeah, I mean, that's their job.
Yeah, do your job.
So, yeah. But, yeah, that is funny. And then, what about Nakobe Dean dropping to Philly?
Steal of the draft. I think the Jets had a really good draft, but I think the Eagles had the best draft.
They did. They did. I hate to say it, but, yeah, he actually did.
With the acquisition of A.J. Brown, they had the best draft.
Yes.
I don't see Jalen Hurts as a Super Bowl caliber quarterback, but
I think the pressure's on Hurts now.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you can't win with this talent, I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of tough.
Steal the draft. I do like it.
Another great fit. I'm gonna go with an LSU boy right here. Ty Davis Price going to San Fran.
Yep.
I did not see this coming. Especially not in the, when was he picked? I want to say the second or third round.
It's the third round.
Yeah, third round. But I mean, the thing is, he has the top record for the most rushing yards in a game, 287 at LSU.
That was another one. Derek Stingley went a little higher than I thought, and he went a little higher than I thought.
And especially a team like San Fran who loves using running backs.
Yeah.
He's going to be utilized, and the fact that they value him more better than what his original pick was supposed to be. I mean, you got to think that they like what they see.
Kyle Shanahan, he's like, I know how to use this guy. Mm-hmm. He's going to be one of my 3 running backs that are going to be utilized.
Yep. Well, I think that's about it. And then we got some. I guess did we get all the?
The NFL news?
NFL news.
Let me do my rankings. I got, so you and I, we're big college football guys, right?
Okay.
So yeah. we in the NFL draft, rightfully so, is about the NFL teams. Well, I got really pissed off whenever I saw the Saints had a a C or a C minus or whatever the fuck it was. So I went ahead and I was like, you know what? Screw the NFL. I'm going to go to college because I like college better anyways. So what I did was I ranked the top colleges and how their draft went. So what I mean by that is like Georgia is going to be obviously number one. They had 15 players drafted in the entire draft. They have 5 going the first round. So that they're obviously going to be number one. And that's just how I ranked them, like based on like how many players they had drafted and where they went in the draft. So here we go. I'm going to go, obviously, Georgia number one. Fucking five players in the first round. All defensive players. Like, I mean, oh yeah, I wonder why Georgia was good. Oh, well, this is why. Now, number 2, and yes, this is completely biased, but it's also not, is LSU. LSU and Georgia made up almost half the players in the SEC drafted.
Yeah.
10 and 15. LSU had 10. We had Derek Stingley in the first round, Ed Ingram in the second round, and then we had 2 thirds, 2 fourths, a 5th, 2 sixths, and a 7th round draft pick.
Yeah, even had a kicker in the 4th round.
Kicker in the 4th round. That gave us an extra bonus 5 points in my standings. It's a point thing, okay? We did points. And
not
honestly,
subjective at all.
no, it's not subjective. This is not subjective. And honestly, Georgia only beat us out by 2 points. So, yeah, kudos to us.
Yeah.
We'll pat ourselves on the back. But yeah,
go Tigers.
So we also got points for this too. We are also the only team that had a player drafted in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th and 7th round.
Yeah, suck it, Georgia.
Suck it, Georgia. You had 0 players drafted in the 5th and the 7th round. You have 4 players drafted in the 6th. Who has 4 players drafted in the 6th round? Who has 4 players? Nobody had more than 2 players drafted in 1 round. The entire of all the college teams, no one had more than 2 players drafted in any round besides Georgia, with 5 in the 1st round and 4 in the 6th round.
Yeah, no.
That's it. Insane. Anyways, so number 3, I had Alabama, and they had 7 drafted. Now, granted, there were teams that had more players drafted than them, but they had 2 first rounders, 2 second rounders, 2 third rounders, and a 4th rounder. They had 0 5th, 6th, and 7th rounders. Now, Saban only produces quality talent.
Only quality talent.
Yeah, this is why they beat out teams like Penn State and Cincinnati, who had more players drafted, because it's just quality. It's what the NFL looks at.
Quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity, always. Number 4, I got Cincinnati. 9 players drafted. Well done, Cincinnati. That's got to be a college record.
That's got to be a college record.
There's absolutely no...
Or at least a school record.
School record. That's what I meant. A school record.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no way that Cincy's ever had more than 9. And congrats to them. They had 1 first, 2 second, 2 third, a 4th, 5th, and 2 6th.
I can't believe if they've ever had more than 2 drafted.
I think I don't know. I think so.
Yeah.
They've had some decent teams, but nothing like this.
Yeah.
And number 5, I got Ohio State. They had 6 players drafted. The reason being, this is the Alabama effect. They had 2 in the 1st, now 0 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 7th. They just had more players in the 1st round. First round is very valuable.
Oh, it's definitely valuable.
Penn State coming in at number 6 with 8 players drafted. They had 1 first, 2 second, 0 third, 2 4th round draft picks, 0 5th, 1 6th, and 2 7th. That was my thing. They had 3 players drafted in the last 2 rounds. Number 7 is Baylor with 6. Baylor had no first rounders, and let's see, what they did 2 seconds and 2 thirds. That's why I put them up there so high. Number 8 is Michigan. Now they have 5, and the reason they are so high with 5 is they had 2 first rounders and a second rounder. Now
Michigan actually had a pretty good team this year.
They did.
Surprised that they didn't have more.
They had the second highest drafted player, and then they had another guy go in later on that round, I think at number 31. And then we have Oklahoma. They had 7 drafted. Let's see. I'm looking. They had 0 first rounders, and then their second round they had the last pick in the second round. So that's why they're low. And then Ole Miss rounds out the top 10. At number 10, they had, what they have? They had 6 picks, 0 in the first round, a second and a third, and then the rest are in the later rounds. That's why they're number 10. Now, I have honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions.
Texas A&M had a decent draft. They had 4 guys, but it was a first rounder, a third rounder, and 2 fourths.
Quality over quantity.
Yes, quality over quantity.
Yet again. He's from that Saban tree.
Yes. So, one of my honorable mentions, this could go in the DeBerkeshaw-Ferguson award.
Ooh, Dick Birkeshaw-Ferguson Award.
Yeah. This college, it's called Ouachita Baptist. Ouachita Baptist. And then I just think in my head, oh shit, a Baptist.
Who is Ouachita?
Ouachita Baptist.
Who is that?
It's a college.
It's a Baptist person?
No, I'm sure. Yeah, maybe. It's a college. Somebody,
or maybe it might be a location. I was thinking it was like somebody in the Baptist community.
Ouachita is probably like some Indian plantation or something like that. That are Baptists.
That are Baptists.
Yes. So like the Baptists banged the Indians and turned them into the Ouachita Baptists.
Oh, the Ouachita.
Anyways, so the second one is Lenore Rhine.
Lenore Rhine?
I don't know who the fuck that is. It's a college, but Lenore Rhine. I don't know. They had somebody drafted from there.
Are their mascots are rhinos?
I hope so, man. So what I was looking for here was like guys like Marcus Colston came from Hofstra.
Oh yeah.
They don't even have a fucking football team. This is the content I'm looking for here.
Ah, okay, yeah. Okay. That Marcus Colston pick.
Yes, the Marcus Colston pick. That's what he needs to be. And then we had Chattanooga. Yeah, the McVay reaction was hilarious. And then Yale got a pick, and North Dakota State University.
Oh,
North Dakota State University got
one. Yeah, they got Christian Wood.
Yeah.
Actually, that was a good prospect.
Not bad. I love seeing the small colleges, man. Small colleges doing well is good for the soul.
It's good for the soul. But
you got anything else?
I guess to wrap up the NFL news, let's talk about the AJ Brown press conference for Eagles because I think it's priceless.
Yeah. Oh, so, please tell me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this in quote. Now, honestly, this reminds me way too much of the Allen Iverson practice press conference. So, hear me out.
This is a direct quote, right?
Direct quote.
Okay.
That's all I care about is winning. I'm not a big regular season guy. I want to win. I want to win it all. And that's my expectation coming into this building. I'm not trying to put expectations on the team. I want to win. I haven't won something since I was in high school. So I know that this is a great team and a great organization that can get it done. So AJ Brown is not a regular season guy. He's not a big regular season guy.
What does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
He's not a regular season guy.
Not a regular season guy.
But he wants to win.
Yes.
He wants to win.
He just wants to win it all.
Oh, and he apparently he doesn't care what the team about the team. He just
or what the team does in the regular season.
He doesn't care what the team does.
He doesn't care what the team does in the regular season. I like the
Allen Iverson reference there. It's like practice.
Practice.
AJ Brown's like regular season. What? The fuck are you talking about?
Oh man.
God, that's fucking good. That was gold.
That was gold.
Good find on that one, Joseph. Well done. Yeah, no, they. Practice all time. Anyways, you got anything else for the NFL? I think
that's
I'm
about
done.
it.
Let's move on to we got OTDISH on this day in sports history. I got a couple of them. We can move through these fairly quickly because I still want to get to the NBA before we send everyone off.
Yep.
Joe, you want to start with yours?
Yep. So let's start off with in 1997. Gary, this is a little bit of a weird sports, but Gary Kasparov begins a chess match with IBM supercomputer Deep Blue. I don't know who won the chess match. I should have looked that up a little bit more deeper.
No, I kind of like the mystery.
Yes. So, and then in 2018, Matt Ryan is the first player to get $30 million per season in the NFL whenever he signed his $150 million extension.
That's insane.
Yeah, I know, right? Looking back at it now,
That's insane.
That didn't age well.
No, it did not age well. Oh man, that's
And then
bad.
I actually got one more. It's a little bit more of a somber note, but actually on this day, Hall of Famer Junior Seau actually passed away. So to kind of remember
R.I.P.
the player, especially the incredible player that he was.
Dude, he was so good.
He was so much. He was so much
a
fun.
vital part of those Patriots defenses back in the early 2000s.
Yep,
for sure. Yeah, good. I'm glad you left me the Joe DiMaggio one. Thank you. On this date, 1936, Joe DiMaggio made his debut with the New York Yankees. Got 3 hits.
Is he the godfather of the Yankees?
No, Babe Ruth.
That's true. That's true.
It's gotta be Babe Ruth.
I don't know. I feel like Babe Ruth is the part of the pop culture of it all, and like Joe DiMaggio is like
the Godfather.
He's the Godfather.
I don't know,
The real Yankee fans they're like the Joe DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio. Is
Joe
it just because
DiMaggio.
his last name sounds Italian?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. No, but then he's absolutely... Joe DiMaggio is the godfather of the fucking Yankees. Fucking Babe Ruth. He's just a little fucking Justin Bieber looking guy out there just popping home runs left and right. God damn. Man, I wish I was born in the 1920s.
All right.
That'd be cool.
We were the wrong generation.
Wrong generation. Okay, so in 2007, the Warriors beat the Mavs in Game 6. The first time an 8 seed beat a 1 seed in a 7-game NBA playoff series.
Wow.
Yeah. That was Steph Curry's rookie season? I think it was his rookie season, actually.
2007?
Yeah, he played with Davidson in 2006. That's when he took him to the tournament.
That's right. He took him over to the Elite Eight.
Yeah. I believe that was Steph Curry's rookie season. And this is a sad one for me because I love Derrick Rose so much. But in 2011, Derrick Rose became the youngest NBA MVP at 22 years old. Yeah, man. He was one of my favorite. And
what could have been?
I know, right? But yeah, there was a lot of Kentucky Derby things because
there was so many Kentucky Derby things.
Like in every year in the past 100 years, the Kentucky Derby was on this day, but it's not this year. So instead of Kentucky Derby stuff, I had a nice little thing. We had a surprise this morning. Our little niece was born.
Oh yeah, that's
Sophie.
Right. Sophie Angela Inc.
Yep, it was baby and mama are doing great.
Yep.
And we're uncles again.
Yeah, we should have actually done an over-under on the weight.
We should have done an over-under on the weight.
Yeah.
I would have lost because I thought it was going to be over.
I thought it was going to be over, too.
Yeah, so I'm actually kind of glad we didn't do an over-under.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We got that established.
So that was our OT dish. Let's go to the NBA. Let's do a quick little recap on how the NBA is going. Round 2 set, and we can talk about the end of round 1 in a second, but everything's kind of going the way everybody thought in round 2. Milwaukee blowing out the Celtics wasn't exactly expected, but Milwaukee's the defending champs, and they put that on full display the other night. Now, granted, we are taping this on Tuesday, and we were fortunate enough to see the score tonight, and the Celtics just played hacky sack with Giannis and just blew him away.
Yeah, just blew him away. But that's going to tie the series up. So
when they go into Milwaukee, yeah.
Yeah, I honestly was surprised that Milwaukee took the first game. I'm not gonna lie, I did not see that coming, especially the way that
I think we all were.
The way that Celtics handled the Nets, which I thought was a up and coming team rising up at the right time, and they handled them pretty well. Let's put it this way: it was close, but which shows exactly how good Nets were, but at the same time, it showed how awesome and dominant Celtics are.
Well, I think also with if you watch Jason Tatum on Giannis, it was just you could tell he's oh man, this isn't Kevin Durant. This is fucking Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's way better than Kevin Durant.
He's not going to pull. He's not just going to pull up and take a shot. Away from the basket. Giannis is going to hammer it down on that shit.
And I get it. That's people would be really mad if they heard me say that Giannis is way better than Durant, but I'm not gonna lie, man. If you put like overall players profile, like yeah, Durant is a better shooter, but I'm talking like defender, just like down in the post, everything. Like I think Giannis is a much better player than, like, maybe not much better player, but he's definitely a better player than Durant.
I mean, he fills up the box score way better than he does, and then Durant
Right.
does. I mean, look,
the stat line is incredible.
Again, let's make sure we put that out there that Durant is one of the best offensive scorers in the league.
Yeah,
and probably with Giannis the biggest mismatch offensively that there is.
Yeah, I agree. So, but other than that, like everything started off kind of like everybody thought. The Phoenix won.
Yeah, we didn't have a game 7 on the first round. Everything went either to game 6 or less.
Chris Paul ripped our souls out.
Oh my gosh!
How are you gonna go 14 for 14? Are you kidding me, dude? He was at 8 for 8 at one point in the game. I'm like, okay, Chris Paul's gotta miss like the next 2 shots, and then he just kept making them and I kept crying because it's like, when is he gonna miss the fucking shot?
Dude, he was just
miss the fucking shot.
He was on fire, and he had his spot too. He had his spots either side of with the mid range, just close shots that he just kept making.
Okay, he elbowed the fuck out of Alvarado. He elbowed the piss out of him, and Alvarado got called for that.
He was pissed at Alvarado.
Well, yeah, because
Alvarado got in his head.
Alvarado kept Chris Paul better than Chris Paul. Chris Paul's anybody else. That's what he did. He did. Essentially, he Chris Paul'd him, and he was like, oh my God, is this what it's like to be guarded by me? Yeah, Chris Paul, you're a fucking asshole. Turns out. Wow,
Turns out.
Shocker. Honestly, Zion could have not made those comments and I would have been fine. Like, how he said, he was like, yeah, I was cleared to play game 6, but I was going to surprise everybody and play in game 7. And I was like, bro,
What?
You didn't have to say that, man. Like, you could have just let me live my entire life without thinking, thinking that you couldn't play game 6 or game 7.
Yeah, that you were still out.
I don't want to know any of that.
Like, you didn't think that you would at least benefit your team coming off the bench? Like, at the very least?
Just play, 10, 15 minutes. If anything, that's a good morale boost.
I mean, look, like we said last episode, basically, I would rather you go out there and give it your all and be like, okay, hey, look, I was still a little bit injured, than to give that excuse of a lingering injury.
Bullshit.
Fucking shit.
But
you're a pussy.
Okay, see, but here's the thing. Every time I say that shit, I think, imagine, how competitively we played the Phoenix Suns, the best team in the NBA. Imagine if we would have had our best player. So yeah, I got really angry, and I was like, bro, you didn't have to say that. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, where you at? What you doing next year, bro? And he was like, yo, man, I can't wait to sign with the Pelicans, dude. I can't sign it fast enough. And I was like, awesome, dude. See you next year. Lose some fucking weight, fat ass. So, yeah, that was the conversation, and that was pretty good. That's pretty good.
I feel like if there was an opportunity to drop the mic, that would have been it.
That would have been it, but
you don't even have that option.
It's connected to the desk and everything.
Yeah.
And,
I've got a whole setup, so please don't mess that up.
Okay, we won't mess it up. Let's see. Ooh, this is a good one. Draymond Green in Game 1 of the Warriors-Memphis game. He did you see what happened?
He got ejected.
Did you see what he did when he got ejected?
Yes, so he did a little hack and pull.
Right. I'm more talking about when he went off the court.
Little fanfare.
He did the Antonio Brown.
He did the Antonio Brown.
Going
it's
off
catching
the court.
on.
Yes, and I love it. I think it needs to catch on more. I think people would get ejected less if they they'd probably get suspended. But I'm going to go with them getting ejected less if they just did fanfare. They'll have to make it they can't. Okay, they can't make that illegal, right? You're hyping up the crowd when as you're leaving the court. There's nothing illegal.
There's nothing illegal about that. They can't get in trouble with that.
No. Okay, maybe if you took his shirt off, which I wished Draymond Green took his shirt off. maybe if you take your shirt off, you'd be like, oh, indecent exposure, which doesn't make any sense, especially if you're in LA. So, like, he can do it. Just every time you get ejected, just pull an Antonio Brown.
Just
take your shirt off, get naked, do whatever you want, man.
Although Draymond probably would have had more of the dad bod.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he would have probably had more of the dad bod.
Honestly, most guys standing next to Antonio Brown would probably look like that.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Antonio Brown's shredded.
Yeah, absolutely shredded. I mean, he's a talent.
He is.
Through and through.
Through and through. And you know what's
just
funny?
not in the head.
No. You know what's funny, though? Like, after Draymond Green got kicked out, he literally just went to the locker room, changed, and recorded a podcast.
Oh, yeah, he started recording podcasts, just like us.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Hey, look, I mean, that's the best therapy. He just started venting.
Yeah, dude, that's honestly why part of the reason why I come on here. I just wanted to vent. It feels good to let it out.
It feels good to, like, actually just demandingly just let it out onto people's ears.
Forcefully let it out.
Yeah.
Like you are going to listen to me. I understand why Stephen A. Smith does what he does. I've done a complete 180 on Stephen A. Smith because I understand. It's a release for him. This is so that Stephen A. doesn't have to go to therapy every week. I promise you that's why he does this.
Yes. Yeah.
It doesn't. It definitely doesn't have anything to do with his undying love for basketball. Okay, let's go. So I'm figured this series, the Memphis Warriors series, was going to be the ref show, and so far it has been. Dylan Brooks, as we have been, we started recording after this happened, but Dylan Brooks got ejected with a flagrant 2 for coming down on what was it? Draymond Green's head, actually, I think. Or no, it was somebody's head.
There has been a lot of technicals on this in this playoffs. I would love to get a stat count on how many technicals in flagrant 1s and flagrant 2s that we've had in this playoffs
compared to recent or past playoffs.
Yes,
I agree.
And because the thing is like, yeah, maybe it's not an indication of like how physical it actually is, because let's be honest, in the 90s we were playing like you just basically like tackle basketball out there.
Tackle a man with a basketball.
Exactly. But at the same time, like now, I don't know. I just haven't I don't recall seeing this many technicals in a playoff series.
Not even a little bit, dude. And honestly, now as I love the NBA playoffs and I'm enjoying them, but it's so frustrating whenever the refs get involved like they have been. Like you got to figure it out. Like I get it, you have the rules in place for a reason, but there's some calls that they're getting that they're calling that's not even close, and they're getting away with it because the teams only have one challenge each, and if they use it up early, then they don't get another one. You know what I'm saying? Like you have, especially in the playoffs and big games, you have to wait to use your challenge. You can't just get rid of it out early on, and then you're at a pivotal moment in the game late in the fourth quarter where you absolutely need to challenge it because it's such a horrendous call. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they got to do something with it.
Yeah.
Something about that. I mean, I don't know. It's getting ridiculous. Let's see. Another note I had. James Harden's not the guy. He ain't that guy, pal. He's not that guy, pal.
Well, let's put it this way. I mean, when you got your best player, Joel Embiid's out, and you traded a shitload of shit for another player. I mean, that player should actually step up, right?
Right.
No. So we've got basically James Harden kind of having a hard time right now. But so 5 of 13, 2 of 7 3-point in the game against the Heat, which basically the Heat just handled the 76ers. It was never really in contention the whole entire time. And but yeah, so yeah, and then basically the other person that they were hoping that would step up is Maxey, 6 of 15, but he went 6 of 15 and 1 of 6 for 3-point. But the thing is, you didn't trade a shitload of picks for him.
Right.
You traded.
Maxey's good though.
He is good, but at the same time, he's in that developmental stage.
Right.
James Harden is one you gave up your future to try to win now. He needs to perform now.
Here's what they did. Philadelphia traded for Lululemon James Harden, and they got Walmart brand James Harden. That's what they did. So, like, they wanted Houston Rockets James Harden. No, instead they get just washed up. I went to the strip club too many times, closed it down, James Harden.
Yeah.
That's what they did. So, sucks, but you need Joel Embiid.
You really do.
And
you have to.
I think Philly can win with James Harden, but they cannot win without Joel Embiid. Does that make sense? So, like, they can have James Harden on the team because James Harden stopped shooting so much. He's realized I have slowed down a step. So he's not shooting 20 times a game.
Is that because of his weight?
Probably. He has. He's lost a step, and I think he's realized it as a player, so he doesn't shoot as much. So what I think is good is that if they have Joel Embiid, he knows his role now. You know what I'm saying? So I really do think Philly can win with him. They absolutely have to have Joel Embiid.
Yes. I like that take. I agree with it.
Yeah, too many strip clubs, bud. But let's see. Luka. My last note I think I had was for the NBA was Luka can't do it all. He had 45 points. He's the Batman. He needs a Robin. I like Brunson. Brunson's very good, but Brunson's more of like a Commissioner Gordon. You know, Luka's the Batman. He needs a Robin. Brunson is the Commissioner Gordon. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he can't do it all. Dallas needs to find another guy in the offseason.
Yeah, I think they tried to get Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie?
Yeah, they traded him. They traded him during the season to try to make a little push, and he was supposed to be that guy, but it hasn't panned out exactly how they wanted it to be. But
right.
But I don't know. I think also, like, I mean, because Luka is the centric part of that offense in that team. So he will need to be essential, and, like, I mean, maybe he won't have to score 45 points a game, but I mean, he's going to be probably close to 30 plus a game, 12, 10 plus rebounds a game, which he was 12 last game, and then 8 assists. I think he needs to get the assist numbers up, which that means the other players need to step up a little bit. But also, I think he needs to get those 5 turnovers down.
Yeah.
If he can get those 5 turnovers down, just be kind of smart with the basketball. Don't turn it over. I know people are going to be crowding him, but he needs to know where to get the ball out to. That's going to be kind of the key for me.
Yeah, I agree. I don't disagree with it. 5 turnovers, yeah. If you can get that down a little bit, but I mean, like, other than that, he can't really do very much more. Like, that's why I think they need a Robin.
Yeah.
So
I mean, let's put it this way: the Suns have, like, plenty of weapons. I mean, have you seen Ayton?
DeAndre Ayton's one of the best in the game.
He does not miss around the paint.
I know.
Like, the man has the best touch of a big man that I've seen in quite some time, and I would have to say better than Jokic.
Ooh.
I mean, it's a strong take. Don't get me wrong. It's a strong, hot take, but, like, I mean, it is in fuego.
No, it's okay. I kind of agree, and I think Jokic, like, in that specific category, I think Ayton might even beat Jokic. I might agree with you there. Jokic just gets all the hype because he does everything.
Well, I'm not gonna say if we're talking about all around,
right.
everything. That's a different argument. But as far as touch around the paint, I mean, the man doesn't miss. I mean, he was 12 of 20 for the from the field, and that was only because he got fouled a couple of times too, which takes into account of his field goal percentage, and then there was a couple other shots that were just maybe a little bit off, but
right.
I don't know.
I like it. I like touch. That. Yeah. Well, you got anything else on the NBA playoffs?
I mean, there's quite a bit of stuff we could go through. Actually, you know what was funny? The Bucks-Celtics first game.
Yeah.
Did you hear the excerpt from the refs that were trying to figure out who Jack Harlan was?
Oh my God, that was so fucking funny, man. Oh, dude, they were like, I forget the refs' names, but they were like, who the fuck is Jack Harlan? I don't know who that is.
Yeah, because he came up on the big screen.
Yeah, there's absolutely roasted. I love it though.
What was it? One of them was like, he's like, I don't know. Why don't you go ask him who he is?
They were Googling him later on that night. It's like, oh my gosh, What the fuck?
Yeah. But
Actually, I probably like this music. I like that one song.
First Class.
No, that's Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the
That's
other
actually his new. This is from his new album.
Oh no shit! No, I like another one. I mean, I like that one too, but I was thinking of another one. I was thinking of. Hang on, I think I downloaded it the other night. Yeah, What's Poppin'?
Oh yeah.
What's Poppin'?
Don't mind me.
Just joshing.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Actually, today just came in the report about Tyler Hero winning Sixth Man of the Year.
Sixth Man of the Year. Yeah, he's a baller, dude.
Yeah, we got to give him a shout out.
Yeah.
There was actually a video that popped up on a lot of the socials today as well. It was end of a practice that Tyler Hero, John Calipari came up to him and said, "Hey, if you make 6 3-pointers in a row, then we'll get out of practice early." But he had to make this 3-pointers each from the opposite sides. So he had to go to one side of the court, run to the one side of the court, make a 3-pointer, go to the other side of the court, and he made 6 of them in a row. And
they got out of practice early?
Yeah, the whole team was hyped.
Dude, because that's difficult because like at one side of the or any one part of the 3-point line, you can get in a rhythm, but when you have to keep going back and forth, that's difficult. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Well, attaboy Tyler Hero.
Yep. And then let's end off on a fun fact.
Yeah, I love it.
Jay Crowder just surpassed AD in playoff career points.
Oh my! Wait, what?
Yeah, that is from our friends over at Reddit, username Schoolfish.
Okay, so wait, Jay Crowder. By AD, we mean Anthony Davis.
We mean Anthony Davis.
Jay Crowder has surpassed Anthony Davis
with his 11 points last game.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should be like happy about that or offended by it because that might even be a shot at New Orleans.
No.
It's a shot at the Lakers.
Yeah, he betrayed New Orleans. He's no longer.
Okay. He betrayed New Orleans, so he's no longer a part. Okay. So it's all Lakers.
Yeah, it's all Lakers.
Okay. Yeah. Damn, that sucks.
Yeah. Do you not remember the? Do you not remember the? Gosh, what is the Bleacher Report's Game of Thrones cartoon with the tampering?
Oh, I forgot about that. No,
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it was a while back.
It was good though.
But yeah,
We'll
that's
go
all.
with that.
That's all I got.
Cool. All right. Well, we ran a little bit over, so we'll send everybody on your way, and we'll be back next week. Next Tuesday, I think that's May 10th.
Yep.
With another episode. Love y'all.
Later.